Hey guys, Nevada here. I am your Nevada Notary, and today we are going to be talking about marketing. Now, there are lots of different people you can market to, there's lots of different ways to market. However, I wanted to talk to you guys about how I do my direct marketing. So, direct marketing just means that I'm going directly to the title and escrow companies and marketing myself straight to them. So, I have done lots of different marketing. I've done marketed to lots of different people. And so I've kind of boiled it down to 5 steps that have worked the best for me. And I definitely have learned from other notaries out there, and some of these steps come from some of those other notaries. So, watch lots of videos, figure out what you think is going to work best for you. Because at the end of the day, it is what is going to work best for you and your business. So before we get started, if you are interested in learning more about anything notary and loan signing agent, please hit that like button and the subscribe button, because that is what I'm all about. I am just teaching you guys all of my tips and tricks so you don't have to make the same mistakes I did. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so before we jump into the 5 steps, the very first thing you want to do is actually just jump on Google. And all you're going to do is just Google title companies or escrow companies in whatever area you're in. And it will pull up literally all the title companies in your area, and you're just going to write those down in your notebook. Just write down the names. I would even go to their website and see if you can look up some of if they have their escrow officers listed. I even just write down the escrow officers' names, because that will help you when you start going through these steps. So Google title companies, find out as much information on those companies as you can, and just keep a notebook going. That's literally what I do, is I just have a notebook and I write things down. So kind of pre-step is to Google all the title companies. So then step number 1, after you have your list of title companies, you need to find out how they hire their notaries. Is it the escrow officers that hire their notaries? Is it the company? Do you have to get approved with the whole company to be able to work as a notary at the different offices? So your first step is literally just going to call one of the title companies, and the front desk person is just going to answer the phone, and you just need to ask them who is in charge of hiring your notaries. And they're either going to tell you, oh, well, the manager of the escrow officers is so-and-so, or you have to get approved through the company. And then they can give you the name and the number that you need to call. So if they say it is an escrow officer, then you say, is it possible? Is she available now, or is he available now? And they can possibly transfer you back there. There's a good chance that they're going to say, oh, I'm sorry, they're in a meeting, or they're in a signing, or something like that, because those front desk people are called gatekeepers, and they are very good at their jobs. They make sure that the escrow officers do not get, bothered often. So very rarely do you actually get through to an escrow officer, but that's okay. Before you get off the phone, the couple of things you want to make sure that you get is the name of the person that you talked to. Write it down. So the name of the front desk person, because that will help you also in our next step. So then the other thing too is, if they do transfer you back to the head escrow officer or whoever it is you're going to talk to, make sure you get their name and their email address before they transfer you, because then you know who you're talking to. And if you have to just leave a message, you can follow up with an email the next day. So if they transfer you, great, you've got the name and the email. Now, if they answer the phone, you do want to have a short little blurb. I had mine written out. I actually had it on my computer on one of those like little sticky notes, and I just had kind of a little script written out, hi, my name's Nevada. I'm a local mobile notary, and just kind of list off your qualifications, why you think you would be good asset to their company. And in the end, what you're basically trying to do is just ask them if you can get 5 to 10 minutes of their time to go over the reasons again, why you think you would be good why you would be a good addition to their team and what you bring to the table as a notary and all those things. So just asking for 5 to 10 minutes of their time. However, there is a good chance that you're probably just going to leave a message with them. So you're going to leave the same type of message. Keep it nice and short and sweet. I'm Nevada, mobile notary. I'd love to get 5 minutes of your time to explain why I think I would be a good asset to your team, and leave your contact information. And then you might talk to somebody and they might tell you that, you have to go through kind of like the corporate office, or you have to go through somebody higher than me. And, you have to get vetted as a notary, which I've experienced all of these things. So I have escrow officers that I walked into the office and gave them my business card and my little goodie bag, and they called me the next day for a signing. And then, so I didn't have to get vetted through anything. And then I've had plenty of title companies where you have to get vetted through the company. They want your W-9, they want your commission, they want your, all the things, your bond and everything. So, and then you have to send that all into them. Then they have to, review everything and get back to you and let you know if you've been approved or not. So sometimes it's kind of a process, which is why I'm recommending calling first, just to find out what that process is. Because if you have to get vetted and all of that before you can actually do a signing, I personally feel like that's good to know before you just walk in cold to an office. The next thing you're going to want to do is go in for an in-person visit. Now, this is either whether you've gotten approval, you talk to somebody and you're in the process of getting vetted, and then let's say you heard back and you're officially approved. Take in a gratitude, something to show your gratitude for their time, to help you get through that process. So I do typically make baskets, and I can show you guys one of the baskets that I have made. So gratitude basket, just to go in and say, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. If you haven't heard back from them, you called, you left a voicemail, and then you emailed again 24 to 48 hours later, I go in. That's when I go in. Same thing. I go in with the basket just to, you want to stand out as a notary, because there are lots of notaries out there. You want to be the most grateful and the most caring notary. And so you take in your little gratitude basket. And a lot of times mine are the exact same, like it's the same type of basket, the same type of things are in the same basket. So I take that basket in and I just say, hey, my name's Nevada. I called a few days ago. Is whoever you chatted with, you're going to say, is so-and-so available? And you bring in this basket with you. And a lot of the times they're like, oh my gosh, that's so nice of you. Thank you so much. And they go and they get the person that you've asked for, because you've brought this gorgeous basket of goodies, and they typically want to say thank you for that. So then you kind of do have your 5 to 10 minutes. So again, have your little spiel memorized as to why you would be a good asset to their team, because as soon as they come up or they take you back, you have that 5 minutes of time to try to let them know why you would be a good asset to their team. I always carry on me a file folder with all of my credentials in it. So what I have in that file is a copy of I have everything saved on my computer, and I literally printed out copies of all of these things, and I just put them in a manila folder and keep them in my notary bag. So when I'm going into a new office, if they want my credentials, I have them ready and available. So I have a copy of my bond, a copy of my E&O insurance, which is your errors and omissions insurance, a copy of your background check. I have a copy of my commission certificate, so they can see that I'm legit. And then I do have a copy of my stamp. So I just stamped my stamp on a piece of paper just so that they can see that, just in case. And then my signing agent profile, because that just shows that I am NNA certified. And then a copy of my driver's license, front and back, and then a signed copy of a W-9, because that's what a lot of, so like even I would keep a copy of all of those, keep all of those in a certain folder on your computer, because even if you need to get vetted through a company, or through the big company, they will want all of that information from you. So if you have copies that are already signed and scanned in, it's going to be really easy to just attach those to an email to send off to whoever is vetting you for that specific title company. And then lastly is just your follow-up. So once you've met with somebody and you've taken in the gratitude, basket, then you're just going to follow up every 1 or 2 weeks. And that can either be with email or you can walk in person. You just have to let them know you're available. They probably already have notaries that they use and that they really like. And so you just need to let them know that you're available. And that could be a part of your spiel. I know that you probably already have your preferred notaries. However, if life happens and they get stuck in traffic, or their child gets sick, or they get sick on vacation, please know that I am here and available for you for anything last minute, if it arises. So you just need to let them know that you're available. And it does actually help if you say, I know that you have preferred notaries already, so that they're aware of the situation. You're not coming in saying, hey, I want to be your number one notary. You're coming in saying, I know you have a preferred notary, but if something happens and you need a backup, let me be your backup. I would be super grateful to be the backup to your backup even. And so just to let them know that you know the process, they have notaries. You want to be an extra resource for them. And then because you do have their email address, I send out emails just about once a week, sometimes every other week, but once a week, just to let them know that I am available. You just want to stay top of mind is kind of the goal. So sending out weekly emails like Monday, mid-morning, just saying, hey, it's Nevada. You can give them a little blurb about, what happened over the weekend, ask how their weekend went, and then just kind of go into, this is what my schedule looks like for the week. Please let me know if, you need anything, or if I can help you out with anything, take something off your plate. So, kind of mix your emails up throughout, over time, but just that weekly email, just a weekly reminder, just to let them know that you're there and you're available. And let me show you guys my marketing baskets that I like to make. I make these are mostly for like when I'm going into a new office or an office that I haven't gotten work from yet. I tend to I do make these gratitude baskets for offices that I already do work for, but a lot of times I try to make those a little bit more personalized to the office. So things that I know that those girls really like, or the guys really like, I will make those baskets a little bit more personalized once you've gotten to know them and you know them a little bit better. I feel like it's a little bit more personable to do things that that they're gonna like, and you're trying to build those relationships. But let me show you, I did just make some marketing baskets, and a tip on the marketing baskets, I go to the Dollar Tree. You can make these gorgeous little baskets for less than $10 for each basket. So it's totally worth it, and it looks fabulous. So let me show you those. Okay guys, so here is one of the baskets that I made. As you can see, it's pretty cute. I mean, for, dollar store, I literally bought everything at the dollar store. There's about 7 things in here. I typically like to get something, a couple sweet things. There's a pack of jerky in there, and then salty, and then there's some popcorn back there and some chips. And I even have a little bottle of lotion in there for, for whoever doesn't want any sweets, but they can have the lotion, that kind of thing. Make sure you put your business card in here. So these are super easy, super simple, and really not very expensive. So if you're looking for marketing ideas, this is definitely a great idea. And if you guys have any other marketing ideas or comments or anything, please leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear what other people are doing, what's working for you, because like I said, everybody's marketing experience is different and different things work for different people. It just has to be what you feel comfortable with and what you think is going to work best for your business. So please, again, hit that like button, the subscribe button, and the bell notification. And again, I'm Nevada, your Nevada Notary. Thanks guys. Have a great day.